Well, I suppose I see a different world than you do. And the truth is that what I see frightens me. I'm frightened because our enemies are no longer known to us. They do not exist on a map. They're not nations. They're individuals. Now look around you. Who do you fear? Can you see a face, a uniform, a flag? No. Our world is not more transparent now. It's more opaque. It's in the shadows. That's where we must do battle.
And those are things that I feel super passionate and important right now in my life, because I'm trying to find the truth to then realize my own potential and why I'm here. And I've realized that the ego, this flyer's mind, and these inorganic beings are the only thing stopping us from happiness and joy. And until we become aware of this...
I'm serious. Is this really what you want? Living in the shadows, hunting, being hunted, always looking behind you, always alone?
I'm not sure I ever had a choice. Anyway, I don't stop to think about it.
What would happen if you did?
Stop?
Yes.
I don't know.
You know, I think you're wrong.
I am.
We always have a choice.
Just like the Bond films, the ego will create things outside of us to basically take us with it.
What are they?
They're nanobots.
Right.
Microscopic biorobots that can enter your system by the slightest contact with your skin.
Programmed with DNA to target specific individuals. Heracles was designed to be the most efficient weapon in our arsenal, passing through people harmlessly before reaching its intended target.
But Obruchev modified the nanobots so that they can kill anyone related to the target.
Anyone?
Well, since it's DNA-based with further modifications, yes. Families, certain genetic traits, single nucleotide variants and polymorphisms that could target a range from individuals to whole ethnicities. You infect enough people,
And the people become the weapon.
It was never intended to be a weapon of mass destruction. It was
Because right now the energy is becoming so high vibrational that this flyer's mind, these inorganic beings, are dying.
You really don't know anything about us. It's so amusing because we are on the other side thinking, oh, the MI6, the CIA, they're looking over our shoulders, they're listening to our conversations, and the truth is you don't even know we exist.
Well, we do now, Mr. White.
Well, then the first thing you should know about us is that we have people everywhere. Am I right?
And you can experience that with these very, very negative thoughts and beliefs. That you have to take a vaccine, that we can get sick and spread it to each other unless we wear masks or a vaccine. Those are all constructs of these flyers' mind, of these inorganic beings.
I believe in defending the principles of this. But we used to be able to get into a room with the enemy. We could look him in the eye. Now that the enemy is just floating in the ether.
And they create things outside of us, projecting it as itself.
Just point and click. Well, everybody needs a hobby.
So what's yours?
Resurrection.
So these vaccines, in a way, can be poison because it's creating control over our energy body.
How do I get this off?
Oh, you can't. Nanobots aren't just for Christmas. Once Heracles is in your system, it's there forever.
And I'm sorry if you aren't aware of this info, or if you've even taken the vaccine. There's still ways that it can be neutralized, and I will list it in the info. You can find these supplements to neutralize the poison in the vaccines in the info. in this video, because you have to realize that we are pure energy, and every thought is trying to control our energy from being abundant and here to create our dreams.
Ask yourselves, how safe do you feel? We are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven. That which we are, one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.
That's how the universe tests us and created this reality, because these inorganic beings have a purpose. This is how the universe feeds itself and eats itself.
The thing that no one wants to admit is that most people want things to happen to them. We tell each other lies about the fight for free will and independence, but we don't really want that. We want to be told how to live, and then die when we are not looking. People want oblivion, and a few of us are born to build it for them. So here I am, their invisible God, sneaking under their skin.
And right now we're in a cycle where that's going to end, but only the true awakened or enlightened beings with the full knowingness of self will continue and grow, because Mother Earth will then gift us with this body to then use to travel all over the universe and be able to do whatever that we can imagine and create within our minds, because we are creators of realities. We used to create planets, universes, and galaxies, and now we're here on this reality and we can barely create a day where we are happy and joyful, because I'm realizing that there aren't a lot of happy and joyful people in the world. Even people like celebrities or people with a lot of money or have a huge career and are successful, they are lacking something inside, because we are all here because we are lacking something. This is a reality to remind us that there was something lacking in us called love, and that we need to remember that.
You're not going to let me in there, are you? You've got your armor back on. That's then.
I have no armor left. You stripped it from me. Whatever is left of me. Whatever is left of me. Whatever I am, I'm yours.
So we can ascend and realize that we are so much more powerful than this mind, this lower mind, this flyer's mind, and this construct of this matrix and this ego. Because when you look at the characters in the Matrix, the AI characters, or Agent Smith, they all have one mind. They finish each other's sentences just like a flyer's mind.
Never send a human to do a machine's job.
If indeed the Insider has failed, they'll sever the connection as soon as possible. Unless...
They're dead, in either case.
We have no choice but to continue as planned. Deploy the Sentinels immediately.
It was all me, James. It's always been me, the author of all your pain.
We have to come together and realize that we don't have a mind, but we are all connected by the energy of our heart. And when we all are fully connected, we can create like an atomic bomb in our mind that frees us from these inorganic beings. And you can experience these inorganic beings by drugs, psychedelics. They're the beings that live in the shadows or that appear to us when you take DMT. Those are real beings. They aren't just holographic presentations of this reality. They are inorganic beings that exist in our mind.
Part of your kingdom?
Yes.
Is it?
But she won't take it.
What happens if she takes it?
She's ours.
She's yours. How? It's just it's
Oh,
no, but it's
No, just the serpents.
The serpents? What serpents? That shows medicine, the serpents. Is that what you're talking about? No, I don't think you're talking nonsense. So you work through pharmakia, witchcraft. So is it all part of your plan? I arrest you in the name of Jesus. Part of your plan. It has black magic in it.
She already knew that.
So it's got black magic in it. So what happens when people take it? What is it going to do to the people in the long run? Kill them before repentance. When are they going to die? When are they going to start dying? What's the plan? I don't know. But the is going to kill them. Does it protect them from COVID?
Not at all.
Not at all. But they say it protects them from COVID. So you say it doesn't at all?
Because they were also working with us.
Who?
The ones that say
Really? Now why do they want to kill the people? Why is Jesus coming soon? So they're trying to kill as many as they can before he comes. When is he coming? Soon. You don't know. No one knows. But we know it's soon, right? Time is short, right? So where have you been every time we've cast you out? Waiting. Waiting for what? Oh, waiting for a good place to come back. What's a good place to come back? A door. So you're waiting for a door to be opened. What doors do Christians open for demons to come in? Unforgiveness, hatred, and fear.
So I apologize if this information was a little too much to handle. But in this reality, there's a solution for everything. No matter what you chose to do with the vaccine or not, there's always solutions. And if you have that belief in mind, then there's nothing to fear. But you have to realize that we aren't this mind. We're here to learn about ourselves and to create with challenges so we can really remember who we are. And I really hope that this video will empower you to start disciplining your own self. And I'm always here to help and guide and support you in whatever way I can with all my free content or even now my reality consulting, because it's only going to get a little bit more challenging. And for my teacher, she's even told us there's less than 600 days until this reality is going to collapse. So within that time, that means that these inorganic beings are going to do whatever they can to feed off of us. It's going to be almost like a feast to them in terms of energy.
The goal is to grow a population as large as possible. Once the population exceeds the planet's ability to sustain it, it's considered ripe for harvest.
Harvest?
So they're going to try to feed off our energy by controlling us.
They abandoned it almost overnight. He made them think there was a leak at the chemical plant. It's amazing the panic you can cause with a single computer. He wanted the island, so he took it.
Does he always get what he wants?
More than you know.
With thoughts of control, manipulation, and fear.
Do you know what this will do to people when they find out the truth?
I don't think that most people would want to know the truth.
I do.
The fear you feel is this flyer's mind and not wanting to be caught. It is not your fear. And you have to make that distinction. And once you do, you can become free. Because freedom is not fighting the outside, because that's a creation of our inside. You have to realize that our energy body is feminine. It's pure cosmic energy. And the outside is the masculine creation. It's the reality. And until we are loving our creation, our masculine world, that means our energy is being controlled and manipulated by this ego mind.
I wish I could set you free. But your prison is in there.
And I just created a full video about this ego mind that is represented in the film Shang-Chi. So that is the basic, easiest way to understand how this ego mind works. And if you go deeper, you can watch the Matrix films. There's a reason why this Matrix films are coming out right now, because there are some beings that are able to share this knowledge in a creative way that can be represented in a three-dimensional reality coming from maybe a fourth or fifth dimensional knowingness.
As you know all too well, dear Madeleine, a man lives inside his head. That's where the seat of his soul is. I'm going to penetrate to where you are, to the inside of your head. Now, the first probe will play with your sight, your hearing, and your balance, just with the subtlest of manipulations.
We'll get on with it then. Nothing can be as painful as listening to you talk.
And I'm here to be that bridge to help communicate this multi-dimensional knowledge in these movies to empower you and to make you remember who you really are and what you're here to do. And hopefully this will give you some insight to more about my work and what I'm here to do, and maybe stop you from being distracted by other info or other knowledge or other content that is unaware of this truth. So remember, there's less than 600 days of this reality. And if you want to survive or ascend, you have to face this truth inside of you. This is the only way we can create this new reality of pure bliss and joy by disciplining ourselves, this mind, and freeing us, just like Neo did, creating a mind that is empty, that there's no self-importance, that there's no desire, and there's no lack.
For what felt like 5 minutes of my life, I wanted everything with you. And it's not because I didn't trust. It's just that feeling. You know, now I've come here to find out who gave you the poison. But I'm not going to leave here without you knowing that I have loved you, and I will love you, and I do not regret a single moment of my life that led me to you.
And once you realize this, you have more compassion for yourself because of this challenge and this difficulty, but you also realize that until everyone is aware of this truth, they're more like an agent and against you than with you. And that's a hard pill to swallow.
We can't keep working in the shadows. There are no more shadows.
You don't get this, do you? Whoever's behind this, whoever's doing it, he knows us. He's one of us. He comes from the same place as Bond, the place you say doesn't exist. The shadows.
Osho says, when you love someone, you accept the whole person with all of their defects.
Defects?
Nobody is perfect.
Just go back. You telling me, you just said that you love me. You did.
So think about this. Email me, message me, join the 58 membership so you can keep yourself disciplined and empowered during these times of chaos.
Now you have a choice. Die trying to save her, or save yourself and live with the pain.
You're bluffing.
Am I? But at least he understood what he was up against. You see, they failed to comprehend the crucial fact that a terrible event can lead to something wonderful. The things that bring people together. Out of horror, beauty.
And realize that there's a whole community of us that are trying to educate and empower people to create a new reality free of this mind and these inorganic beings.
You have made the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. She's perfect. Because she came from you.
I love you.
I love you too.
But you have to walk through the door. I can only present you this info, but you have to do this work.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
And I'm here to help you with that. That is my mission. That is why I'm here. To create awareness and content to free us from this mind to then create this new reality. So thank you guys again for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my FIFTY8 membership for $25 a month so you can join my Telegram with 24/7 support and content to keep empowering you and disciplining your life so you can be free of fear.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
And thank you guys again for watching this Navigating Reality video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
The function of man is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days trying to prolong them. I shall use my time.
Time to fly.